Also, what is a big deal for you right now in this day and age, in this moment, may not be such a big deal for you in the future you. Okay, think about it this way. Like, manifesting money. I use money because it's like one of the main things that everyone talks about. So you manifest money. Certain amounts may seem really big and certain amounts may seem really small. Like someone say, "Oh, I manifested $10." Someone might be like, "Oh, okay, well that's nice." If someone says, "I manifested $10,000," now we're all like, "What?" And then someone else might be like, 10,000, that's it? Do you see what I mean? It depends on who you are, whether or not that number seems big to you. I want you to think back to the times when you were a child and you received tooth fairy money. That might have been 50 cents, a quarter, a few dollars, if you had a few dollars from the tooth fairy growing up, you had it made, okay? So that was a big deal, right? You were a kid and receiving that money was a big deal. When you got your first job and your first paycheck was like, I don't know, depends on when you started working. Maybe your first paycheck was like $400. You're like, wow, $400 just for me? Are you kidding? And then you get a job as an older adult and you start to make much better money and so on and so forth. As you can see, like your concept of how much, was a large amount has expanded over the years as has your consciousness as you've grown. Well, it expands as you make more money. It expands as you make more sales, as you make more whatever it is, promotions, things like that. The more you make, the more certain amounts seem, bigger or smaller to you. So when you're manifesting money, I want you to keep in mind that wherever you are right now, you don't want to pop your rubber band trying to go for this amount that you can't conceptualize because you're not there yet. It might be best to do the ladder method where you kind of step your way up to the point that you want to be. So if right now $50,000 manifestation sounds doable to you, it doesn't sound super scary, but you're over here like, I'd like to be a millionaire one day, but you can't conceptualize being a millionaire, come back down, get it to a place that's like really comfortable for you, and start there. You don't want to build too much resistance because you're over here trying to conceptualize something you haven't had the experience with yet. You're like still in the tooth fairy stage of your life with this kind of manifestation. You kind of need to let yourself build up and get there. Like, I remember when I thought a $10 purse was expensive, and then I thought a $50 purse was expensive, and then I bought all these Coach bags, and I'm like, oh, and Coach is still like, it's not a pricey purse. And no, we're not even going to go there. There are some people that spend $6,000 or more on a purse. That's not a big deal for them. For some people, buying a Coach bag is too much.